Hey YouTube, it's me again. Alright, for my first video, I covered my thoughts on my path. And there's a lot of different paths whenever you're speaking of Wicca. Not all witches are the same. They all follow different paths. They all follow different gods, different goddesses. And they all worship in their own way. The only thing that we do actually have in common is the fact that we worship differently than the Christians and our holidays. That's it. Besides that, it's different for everybody. I was looking on YouTube and I noticed that there was a lot of different videos from pagan teens who are hiding that they're Wiccan. They're hiding something that's very special to them because their parents don't accept it. First of all, that's wrong. You created that child. You're the reason why that child is whoever they're going to be when they grow up. And why wouldn't you accept that? Like, it hurts my heart knowing that there's parents out there that think bad of their own children for what they believe in. Why would you want to force your child to believe in something that he or she really doesn't believe in? That's their choice. You could say, oh, that you're fearful for their immortal soul or whatever. It's their choice, okay? Regardless of what you tell them, they're going to be who they're going to be when they grow up. Honestly, acceptance is all that they want. Maybe a little bit of attention. Try asking them questions like, okay, well, I don't believe what you believe, but go ahead and tell me a little bit about your beliefs. That way I know more about it. Because let's be honest here. If they're not drinking, they're not partying all night, are making relatively good grades in school, or they might be making excellent grades in school, not doing drugs, they're not hanging around with the wrong crowds and stealing from stores, then what do you have to complain about? You know, I'm very thankful that my family is the way that they are. Like, whenever I told my mom that I was a witch, whenever I first came out of the closet and told my mom I was a witch, she looked me dead in the eye and she says, I already knew that. Whenever I told my dad that I was a witch, because they split up whenever I was younger, so I told them at separate times. When I told my dad that I was a witch, he says, no, you got it mistaken. You're a bitch, but I love you. Really. When my sister found out, she didn't say I was wrong. She said she did not believe in the same things I believed in, but that she accepted me for who I was and for what I believed. She encouraged it. What's really bad about worshiping nature? What's bad about having respect for your planet? That doesn't seem bad to me. And even if I wasn't Wiccan, it still wouldn't seem bad to me. I would much rather children being interested in Wicca, being interested in our planet, being interested in making a change in the world, than children going around robbing, doing drugs, buying guns off the street. Come on. What do you have to complain about as a parent? Look at your child. Take the Wicca away, put that out of your mind, and the magic, all the bullshit that you've heard about it. Put it out your mind and look at your child and ask yourself, is he bad? Does he get into trouble? Doesn't he make good grades in school? Is she sleeping around? Is she off getting drunk every other night? And if the answer is no, then considering some of the things that I see nowadays, you got a good kid. So what's there to complain about? Like, do your research before you judge, and before you say, oh my god, don't do that, it's black magic, it's evil. Do your research, okay? because a lot of the things you grew up thinking about magic are untrue. A lot of the things you grew up thinking about our religion is not true. And I mean, come on now. It's the year 2013, and you're acting like it's the burning times. It's not. It's a safe time for witches to come out of the closet. You know, it's a safe time to stand up and say, yeah, I'm a witch. You know, this is what I believe in. Don't push your beliefs onto me, and I won't push mine onto you. But accept me for who I am, because that's what I give you. Your children accept you for who you are. They don't judge you for believing in God, okay? They don't judge you from going to church like everybody else every Sunday, all right? They don't. So why are you doing that to them? And why are you sitting down degrading them for something that they truly believe in? There's some people in this world that don't believe in anything. They don't know what to believe in. And their mind is so mixed up with, oh, this could be true, that could be true, that's not true, this is not true. They don't know what to believe anymore. Do you want your child to grow up confused? Or do you want your child to grow up believing in what he or she feels is true? I'm going to tell it to you like this. Ever since before I could remember, I was a witch. Before I knew what Wicca was, I was a Wiccan. Alright? I would stay outside all day and feel perfectly at home in the middle of the woods. I always had respect for Mother Nature. I've always felt the way that I feel, that I can make a change in the world if I tried. Is that bad? Before you judge your child on what they choose to believe, at least do research on it. At least, I don't know, Google it. You know, there's so much information out there that can tell you, you know, this is this, that is that. Ask your child, all right, well, you say that you're Wiccan. Well, what deity do you worship? And then Google it and find out. Give yourself information before judging your child for this. Because honestly, as a parent, I know you sit there and tell your child, oh, no, you're not allowed to do this, they'll just hide it. There's so many videos on YouTube of teens that hide the fact that they're Wiccan from their parents. Not that they stop being Wiccan because their parents don't agree. They just hide it. Would you rather them doing it in front of you or behind your back? Because all that does is tell them that they can't trust you. And I'm thankful that I could trust my parents with anything. So, I'm going to end this one with saying thank you to my mom and my dad for being so supportive of me and what I chose to believe in. And thank you to my sister for being accepting and be willing to listen to me. Just listen to me while I talk to her about the things that I struggled with growing up. I'm glad that my brothers were there for me. Everybody in my family has accepted me, and that's something that every teenager deserves. Because whenever everybody out in the world is sitting there judging them, teasing them, being cruel to them, and telling them that they should not believe in what they believe, they shouldn't be the way that they are, the last thing that they need is their parents doing the same. Thank you. Have a nice day. Blessed be.